Salutations, respected friends. Welcome you all. Let us do our 6 sadhanas of Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, mantrocharana for dhyanam, shanti mantras, Shankara, Upanishad adhyayana. Steadily with all shraddha, with all bhakti, with all ekagrata, to invoke the anugraha of Shruti Mata, Guru Parampara, Devata Gana, Jaganmata, Jagadishwara, and Parabrahma, so that all our Viktitvas get evolved, required way. Thus, our outer life and inner life is fulfilled, blissful, joyful. In the first one is Veda Parayanam, Chandogya Upanishad we are doing. Today we will do the Chaturtha and Panchama Khandas because they are small ones. Om Athaveda Parayanam Samavediya Chandogyopanishad Atha Chaturtha Khandaha ॐ ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानं तस्योपव्याख्यानं देवा वै मृत्योर्बिभ्यतः देवा वै मृत्योर्बिभ्यतः त्रयीं विद्यां प्राविशगन् त्रयीं विद्यां प्राविशगम् ते छन्दो विरच्छादयन् ते छन्दोभिरच्छादयन् यदेभिरच्छादयगन् यदेभिरच्छादयगम् तच्छन्दसां छन्दस्त्वं तच्छन्दसां छन्दस्त्वं तानु तत्र मृत्युर्यथा मत्स्यम् उदके परिपश्येत् तानु तत्र मृत्युः यथा मत्स्यमुदके परिपश्येत् एवं पर्यपश्यत् एवं पर्यपश्यत् रुचि साम्नि यजुषे रुचि साम्नि यजुषे तेनु विदित्वा ऊर्ध्वा रुचः साम्नो यजुषः स्वरमेव प्राविशन् ऊर्ध्वा रुचः साम्नो यजुषः स्वरमेव प्राविशन् यदा वा रुचमाप्नोति यदा वा रुचमाप्नोति ओमित्येवातिस्वरते ओमित्येवातिस्वरते एवगं साम एवं यजुः एष उस्वरः एवगं साम एवं यजुः एष उस्वरः यदेतदक्षरम् एतत् अमृतम् अभयम् यदेतदक्षरम् एतत् अमृतम् अभयम् तत्प्रविश्य देवा अमृता अभया अभवन् देवा अमृता अभया अभवन् स य एतदेवं विद्वान् स य एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरं प्रणौति एतदेव अक्षरं स्वरम् अमृतम् अभयं प्रविशति एतदेव अक्षरं स्वरम् अमृतम् अभयं प्रविशति तत् प्रविश्य यदमृताः देवाः तदमृतो भवति तत्प्रविश्य यदमृता देवाः तदमृतो भवति अथ पंचमः खण्डः अथ खलु यः उद्गीतः अथ खलु यः उद्गीतः सप्रणवः यः प्रणवः सः उद्गीतः इत्यसौ वा आदित्य उद्गीतः एष प्रणवः ॐ इति एष स्वरन्नेति ॐ इति ह्येष स्वरन्नेति एतमु एव अहम् अभ्यगासिषम् एतमु एवाहमभ्यगासिषम् तस्मात् मम त्वमेकोऽसीतिह तस्मात् मम त्वमेकोऽसीतिह कौशीतकिः पुत्रमुवाच कौशीतकिः पुत्रमुवाच रश्मीगुंस्त्वं पर्यावर्तयात् रश्मीगुंस्त्वं पर्यावर्तयात् बहवो वैते भविष्यन्ति इति अधिदैवतम् बहवो वैते भविष्यन्ति इति अधिदैवतम् अथाध्यात्मम् अध्यात्मं य एव अयं मुख्यः प्राणः य एवायं मुख्यः प्राणः तमुद्गीतमुपासीत तमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्येष स्वरन्नेति ओमिति ह्येष स्वरन्नेति एतमु एवाहमभ्यगासिषम् एतमु एवाहमभ्यगासिषम् तस्मात् मम त्वमेकोऽसीतिह तस्मात् मम त्वमेकोऽसीतिह कौशीतकिः पुत्रमुवाच कौशीतकिः पुत्रमुवाच प्राणागंस्त्वं भूमानम् अभिगायत प्राणागंस्त्वं भूमानमभिगायत गायतात् बहवो वै मे भविष्यन्ते बहवो मे वै बहवो वै मे भविष्यन्ते अथ खलु य उद्गीतः अथ खलु य उद्गीतः स प्रणवः यः प्रणवः स उद्गीत यः प्रणवः सः उद्गीत इति होतृषदनादः वै अपि इति होतृषदनादैवापि दुरुद्गीतमनुसमाहरति दुरुद्गीतमनुसमाहरति इति अनुसमाहरतीति इति अनुसमाहरतीति इति पंचमः खण्डः both of them once together ॐ अथ चतुर्थः खण्डः ॐ ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायति तस्योपव्याख्यानम् देवा वै मृत्योर्बिभ्यतः त्रयीं विद्यां प्राविशगन् ते छन्दोभिरच्छादयन् यदेभिरच्छादयगम् तच्छन्दसां छन्दस्त्वम् तानु तत्र मृत्युर्यथा मत्स्यम् उदके परिपश्येत् एवं पर्यपश्यत् रुचि साम्नि यजुषे तेन विदित्वा ऊर्ध्वा रुचः साम्नो यजुषः स्वरमेव प्राविशन् यदा वा रुचमाप्नोति ओमित्येवातिस्वरते एवगं साम एवं यजुः एष उस्वरः यदेतदक्षरमेतदमृतमभयं तत्प्रविश्य देवा अमृता अभया अभवन् स य एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरं प्रणौते एतदेवाक्षरगं स्वरममृतमभयं प्रविशते तत्प्रविश्य यदमृता देवाः तदमृतो भवते अथ पंचमः खण्डः ॐ अथ खलु य उद्गीतः स प्रणवः य प्रणवः स उद्गीतः इत्यसौ वा आदित्य उद्गीतः एष प्रणवः ओमिति ह्येष स्वरन्नेति एतमु एवाहमभ्यगासिषम् तस्मात् मम त्वम् एकोऽसीतिह कौशीतकिः पुत्रमुवाच रश्मीगंस्त्वं पर्यावर्तयात् बहवो वैते भविष्यन्ति इति अधिदैवतम् अथाध्यात्मं य एवायं मुख्यः प्राणः तमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्येष स्वरन्नेते एतम् एवाहमभ्यगासिषं तस्मात् मम त्वमेकोऽसीतिह कौशीतके पुत्रमुवाच प्राणागंस्त्वं भूमानम् अभिगायतात् बहवो वै भविष्यन्ति ते अत खलु य उद्गीतः स प्रणवः यः प्रणवः स उद्गीतः इति होतृषदनादहैवापि दुरुद्गीतमनुसमाहरति इति अनुसमाहरतीति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Wonderful. See that mood is created, mind is divinized. Keep the mind always in that divine mood. Only through all these practices. That's the way. Let this understanding come to us, proving that we are maturing. Friends, in our today's second aspect of common sense thought, it's a very, very common, very simple one. We all know this, but we forget it. Let's remember it. See, everything in life, you know, two things are there. One is given to us by the Lord only to make us realize the beauty, importance, glory of the other. Our job is to go through both of them and make right use of them for the ultimate. In life, remember, if there are no failures, success will not have any charm at all. There's no meaning to success if we don't go through the failures. Isn't it? That's why the Lord gives us failures to make us realize the joy and meaning of success. Lord gives us poverty. We all go through the poverty situation in our life, sometime or the other, in one way or the other. Then only we have the value, importance of the richness, the preciousness of the richness or abundance. If the poverty were not there, importance of richness is not known at all. And see into the world how many people are, even in this modern world, are suffering that poverty. Many, many don't have even proper food to eat, proper place to stay, clothing, even sanitation, education, and medical facilities. बिना उनका ही how many of the human beings themselves are living. We too go through the poverties, then only we have the knowledge about or importance about the richnesses. So too, Bhagavan gives us ill health, diseases. Only those ill health diseases when you have that we know the value of the health. देखो एक छोटी सी कोई भी शारीरिक अस्वस्थता बीमारी हो गई, how much of this inconvenience, discomfort and frustration, misery, बाप रे बाप. Little headache if you have got, because the head is very little. Enough, the whole day gone. Stomach ache little has come, or any temperature above normal. Something, one disease happens, so much we become unfit for everything. That Lord gives us the anarogya raswasthata. Then only we know the meaning of swasthata in our life. So too the Lord gives so many inconveniences and discomforts in our life. So much sometimes, things are inconvenient and things are absolutely discomfortable. Sometimes फ्लाइट में या ट्रेन में ऐसे सीट हमको मिलती है ऐसी वाली, वो एब्सोल्युटली डिस्कम्फर्टेबल एंड इनकन्वीनियंट. The whole journey is so disturbing only. isn't it? Or when you go for a travel tour, the car is inconvenient, not so very comfortable now. In between, you cannot change it. So many times it happens. Or the driver himself, or the hotel where we are given place, inconvenient, discomfort, suffocating होती है, या some problem in that room, कुछ तो कुछ होता है. Then only we know the value of comforts and conveniences in our life. So the Lord gives one to make us realize the importance of the other one. So too, Lord gives us the loneliness, you know, to us, wherein everybody rejects us or nobody is with us. तभी जाकर हम पता होता है कि how much is the value importance of people around us. So much of joy they add to our life, comforts they give, isn't it? That in many houses, see that husbands, they just take it for granted. They should stop and once look how much the homemaker, the wife makes their life comfortable for decades. Ask this man go to the kitchen and make khana 3 times, chai bai 3 times, nasta wasta 3 times. He can't do anything other than that throughout life. But throughout life, he could do so many other things because she was taking care of all of that. Isn't it? In the same way, if the servants were not there, ऑल अलोन, अब लगे रहो, पौधे में पानी डालो, कपड़ा धोते रहो, बर्तन धोते रहो, है ना, झाड़ू करते रहो, get the groceries from outside, do everything, then you will see, isn't it? Bhagavan gives us the loneliness only to recognize the value importance of people in our life, their family members, friends, or relatives. How precious they are, isn't it? We don't know how much of that safety, security we feel when the people around are there. Isn't it? अब देखो 3 4 दिन, send the husband to Maika and you see how you feel discomfortable. You know, in life, Bhagavan gives loneliness to make us recognize the beauty of presence of people around. So too, he sends us so many, sometimes the shatrus in our life, the people who hate us, who are inimical, who try to pull us down, who try to destroy us. है ना? समझ में नहीं आता यार ऐसे क्यों है लोग? Why they are inimical to me? Why they trouble me? Then only we will know the importance of the friends in our life, the mitra who have comforted us, who have called us, who took initiative, to inquire about us, and were ready to help unhesitating. You know, great it is. Nowadays, mm, it is so difficult to survive. Okay? You cannot ask help from anyone, even once, because immediately those people give up all their respect value for us. Anybody, even the mother-in-law asks for some help from daughter-in-law, then this daughter-in-law loses all value for mother-in-law. कि I am helping you. है कि ना? किससे कुछ मांगो मानो, आप no value at all. They don't care. That way in life, try to live in minimum thereby. That's how avoid dependencies. That's different. So in this way, if you see in life, the poverty is there, the enemies are there, the ill health is there, the failures are there, the lonelinesses are there, the discomforts are there, and the inconveniences continuously come only to tell us the glory, beauty, importance of the other. So too, the miseries come to us. Only that time we know the importance of the happiness. The disappointments come to us. Only then we know That joy of getting through the things what we wanted, isn't it? Finally, the Bhagavan gives death only for us to know the value of life that was human. So this is how the world is. This is the way the whole life is. What's our job? Just one or two things. One, go through both pairs of opposite with equal ease, comfort. Point one. Point two, when everything is positive, comfortable, है ना, जो सुख में सुमरन करे तो दुख काहे को होय. In that way, when the things are comfortable, please respect them, value them, and then adore them, and then make use of them for the best and highest purpose. That awareness I have to have. So when I have life, much before death, I have to utilize this life habitually for the ultimate. So too, when I have plenty, the money, that time only, not only have rich good food to maintain health, but whatever great things that can be done with the money, karo. So too, whenever people are around me, then only do seva to them, give love to them, do punya. Before people will go away and you remain alone. So too, when I am hale, hearty, healthy, that time only, the most important thing. That just tyaga, sacrifice all unwanted bhoga ichhas, etc. and involve in the highest positivity when the health fully is permitting. Hmm. So too, when the things are in right place, things are convenient, then only enjoy, make hay while sun shines, as they say. So too, when the mitras around are there, no shatrus, तभी जाकर मिलकर पॉजिटिव वाला भजन कीर्तन सत्संग वाला धूम मचाना, not the धूम धड़ाका वाला. Our job is when things are not in right place, try to adjust, negotiate, see to it that it doesn't cause much damage. Secondly, our job when things are placed rightly, be alert about it. कल को क्या होने वाला नहीं पता. So this day is precious to me with these disease conveniences. So may I use it for the highest, greatest purpose. And these two things will keep on coming throughout. Even when we, through Jnanam, reach to the higher, at the Upadhi level, this continues. You can see. Sometimes it's the before realization, Kruta Karma Prarabdha. To the Upadhis it will come. Sometimes those yogis, out of their love and compassion, take upon themselves the inconveniences to alienate the some prarabdha or dukkha of their bhakta disciple so that they can do their sadhana. ये सब फिर महात्मा में भी ये बीमारियां देखे जाते हैं. How many times we have seen so many yogis, whole day is feverish, feverish, feverish. अरे इस योगी महाराज को कहाँ से बुखार हुआ? Some bhakta somewhere was suffering, then he prayed, Hey Guru, bacha. And he is unfortunately or by mistake is a yogi, he knows. Then he is also unfortunately or fortunately human or kind and compassionate. The divine quality so much is there. Therefore he takes it on himself. It happens. But they also go through what we are saying is this. Idea is what? Be balanced in life when both pairs of opposite come. Neither too excited, harsha when things are convenient, nor deflated when things are inconvenient, amarsha. Be in that alert, balanced mood, then come what may. let how best they can be utilized for the sadhana, उस पे दृष्टि रखें, उसका आदत बनाए, nothing like that, है ना? From the Duryodhana's way of life of converting the most beautiful yogas into the Vishada up to getting killed. We have to learn from Arjuna as to how to convert even Vishadas into yoga. Yoga is all conveniences. Vishada is misusing them to suffer. Vishada is tragedies, inconveniences, problems. Yoga is making use of them for evolution. है ना? Whether you call it as each failure is a stepping stones to success, that way you think, or as it is said by the Mahatmas, the wise man is he who builds the stone of or builds the floors or stones of success, sorry, builds the building of success with the stones that others throw at him. Others means the world, whatever. That is the problems, etc. Let every problem, inconveniences become a stepping stone for us to succeed. What can be learned from this? In what way this can be utilized? Mind you, every such experience comes only to teach us something. Therefore, by providence, what it has to teach, little bit, it will teach and go. But we are wise, we are human, we have intellect, intelligence. Therefore, not only the amount of the lesson that Anubhuti has taught by itself, we should also put our efforts to learn more and more. Isn't it? Like if somebody cheated me. So therefore, that cheating came to me only to teach me that be alert, be careful, don't just trust anybody like that. Isn't it? Somebody cheated like nowadays. Every day there are hundreds of scams going on. छोटे से छोटा लेकर बड़े से बड़ा, है ना? उस गली मोहल्ले में कलेक्टेड मनी फ्रॉम ऑल 10 लाख लेके उड़ गया, या कहीं 2 करोड़ रुपए जमा कर ली अंडर द pretext of some scheme and then ran away. In some places 10 crores, 100. You are seeing it every day. So when I get cheated, it's a lesson for me that don't try for the shortcut money. That is illogical. Money, you have to work hard in the righteous means to earn, to save, to improve it. It's not just like that happens. So let me not trust those shortcut methods. It's the lesson. When I get cheated, people also may cheat me, etc. But being a human being, है ना, we can learn much more from that. What is that? कि देखो भाई, if I am getting cheated, how much of the dukkha I am going through? In the same way, knowingly, unknowingly, if I cheat others, how much that jiva must be going through dukkha. So let me not be of that personality. Let there be no cheating or troubling to anyone in my life, either consciously or even unconsciously. Let me be alert. The one who learns this, he is called as a wiser person. So let me not trust others. That's the lesson learned beyond a limit. But higher lesson is what? Let me not cheat others. So to everywhere, when somebody insults me, so how much dukkha that came. You know? And that insults come sometime reasonable that I have done some mistakes. You know? So they have not tolerated, they humiliated, insulted me. अब उससे सीखो कि I have to keep on improving upon my performance to be perfect so that no chance is given to others to find fault with me, to insult me, etc. But the higher lesson can be That when others do mistakes, let me be kind, compassion to help him to come out of that rather than hurting the ego. That's not the only way that hurt the ego. Without hurting the ego, also we can try to make the people realize that they can improve upon, that they can avoid this or that mistake. Beautiful lesson. Why anybody should suffer even if somebody did mistake? If somebody does mistake, let him learn that he should not do it. Yes, the Prakriti and the other people teach them through harsh means, but not the same all the time. Through a sweet means also we can. That's how the people's sensitivity, responsibility, intelligence we can grow. Like your servant did a mistake, कप सागर तोड़ दिया. तो डांट सकते हैं, फटकार सकते हैं. That is one way. But the other way is what it's very valuable brought from that place. So be careful next time. Don't do it. You know, they won't do. They are also human. They also have that responsibility, sensitivity, and the duty, the sense, responsibility. You know, the sense of belongingness, sensitivity. In the people, we have to grow so that those assets help them play well in their game of life all the time. Such are the things we have to do with the world. If something happens, in a sense, everything comes to teach us, but while learning, use intelligence to learn more. So विषाद को योग में बदलने की बात we have seen. But then this world always has the pairs of opposite. We are nothing special. If our prarabdha has got it, it will come to us. From the higher than the highest level, you can fall to any low level, to any unexpected level. अब देखो, every day you see in that Bihar elections, those fellows, bechare, they never imagined only that this type of defeat we get. There is some fellow who started a new party, 3 years he worked. He thought that he is the real competitor for the other opposition. उसके 70% बच लोगों का डिपॉजिट भी चला गया. अब देखो, people invest crores of rupees in some cinema, utter flop. There are some directors, producers, lost everything. So to a factory industry started. Absolutely that product is not liked by people. Therefore all investment ऐसा गया कि बेचारा. Don't you see that? Isn't it? See yesterday in cricket, in both matches, so worst way India lost. Isn't it? एक जीता दो हार गए. No, that's how the life is. Isn't it? Not that you always are victorious. Flop shows both yesterday. How is it? जिंदगी ऐसे चलता ही रहता है. But you understand, they are never our goals. Our goal should be only the ultimate Paramatma Tattva. If this becomes stronger and in trying to achieve that, all other things, when we balance them, value only to the extent of learning lesson from them, we are wise. Like both yesterday in our story of Leela Upakhyana in Yoga Vasishta, and so to in Yoga Taravali also. You know what Bhagavan Shankara said? When we give up Mama Aham Bhava, then only we'll be able to do the Kevala Kumbhaka Rupi Sadhana leading to Sri Raja Yoga, wherein we reach to the Unmani Avastha. See all those thoughts, very powerful. And from today we'll see in Gita, from beginning only Bhagavan will say, Second sloka. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha sukheshu vigataspruhaha ityad. So therefore in life, all seeming non-positive come only to make us the value of the positive. To balancing both of them, aiming at the higher goal, keep walking, working towards that. Like the river going through both phases of easy passage as well as difficult passage. Without misses, its goal of merging in the ocean keeps on moving towards. फाइनली समुद्र में मिलने तक वो नदी बहती रहती है ना. कहीं आराम से रास्ता मिलता है उसको. Sometimes it has to pass through the boulders, the mountains, the rivers. Variety. It's not a smooth passage always. Thank you. That's what is the common sense thought today. Let us see if it works. Third one today is our mantrocharana. You know, almost like yesterday. Uh, with little difference is Shiva mantra today, wherein because of our ignorance and ego and vasana, selfishness, so many aparadha we keep on doing. Sins, mistakes. The mistakes are those by which one we allow ourselves to fall down. Second, because of which we disturb the peace, prosperity or evolution of the total. इन दोनों को पाप अपराध कहते. So that attitude of asking the Lord to forgive this aparadha and give such required wisdom so that instead of doing the aparadha, we always do the aradhana only of the Lord. So Lord, Kshama kare all the aparadhas done by me and empower me with wisdom, with such a suppressed wisdom required that even a minute micro mistake also is not happening through me, even in dream, even once, which displeases you. देखो ऐसा हमारा इतना शार्प सर्कल हमारा alertness, awareness, wisdom we have to have that a micro smallest mistake also is not happening through us. Kaya, vacha, manasa, intentionally, not even one mistake. That highest wisdom and highest awareness to use that wisdom. Otherwise, we take life for so much granted that so many mistakes happen through our body, mind, and speech continuously. We are like a buffalo only. Just live not knowing how much our activities are troubling others, including honking the horn unnecessarily when we drive the vehicle, including walking with so much of sound 4 o'clock, subah subah, disturbing others, including shouting Om so loudly that it's disturbing the patients in the neighborhood. ऐसा हमारा ना insensitivity की वजह से so many mistakes happen. All of them should go away. We trouble Prakriti, we trouble the animals, bird kingdom, we trouble the tree plants, we trouble the co-human beings. अपराध करते ही रहते हैं. So in this mantra we are asking the Lord to forgive all our aparadhas, knowingly, unknowingly done all of them. Okay? Because, oh Lord, you are the ocean of compassion. This is a beautiful mantra given to us by Shankara Bhagavan. Lamba hai. It is Om Karacharana Kritam Vak Kayajam Karmajam Va Shravana Nayanajam Va Manasam Va Aparadham Vihitam Avihitam Va Sarvametat Kshamaswa Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho. मजेदार मंत्र है, lovable mantra. So the final meaning is Sarvam etat kshamasva. Etat sarvam kshamasva. All these, O Lord, please forgive. Jaya Jaya, victory, hail to you, O Lord, Karunabdhi, ocean of compassion. Shri, with all richnesses and power, Maha, greater than the greatest, Deva, the Lord, Shambho, the giver of peace and bliss. So, Shri Mahadeva Shambho, vocative. Etat sarvam kshamasva, ye sara maaf karo. What is that? Aparadha. All the aparadhas I have done. What? With all my faculties, knowingly or unknowingly. Vihitam avihitam va. Sarvam etat kshamas. Jai Jaya Karunabde. If you forgive me, empower me with wisdom, I will do what you say. That is your own Jaya. So, in the interest of your own victory, forgive me, empower. So, what are the mistakes we do? Kara charana krutam. Kara with the hands, mistakes done. बस जस्ट लाइक दैट किसी का गला घोट दिया होगा शरणकृतम है ना विद द फीट वाक्कृतम with the speech kayakrutam with the entire body done shravanakrutam by the ears nayanakrutam by the eyes manasam with the mind va aparadam vihitam and avihitam knowingly unknowingly in whatever the convenience places for whatever the reason I have done. कभी कभी गुस्से में आकर कभी के स्वार्थ के कारण है ना कभी बिकॉज वी हेट समबडी तो होता ही रहता है भगवान क्षमा करो along with it give me wisdom alertness not to do such aparadha right this is the mantra beautiful one so chant 6 times ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो मित्रों as we are progressing in spiritual path with so much of Shraddha, Bhakti, Prema one side and equal stupidity and immaturity of doing the aparadhas the other side. To you and I, this prayer asking the Lord to forgive for all the mistakes that were done in the past, which will come as obstructing results, enroute our spiritual sadhana, becomes more and more important. नहीं तो विद आवर इमेच्योरिटी इतने मिस्टेक्स करते रहते हैं कि एवरी दैट मिस्टेक डन पापा डन becomes an unsurmountable obstacle while doing our positive sadhanas. है ना like little one thing eaten wrongly कोई गलत खाना इतना ही खाया बस बीमार पड़ गए 4 दिन that 4 days deceased because of one small mistake of 2 minutes how much costly it is you see gross example I am telling of wrong food eaten or slipped somewhere how much we are bound then you understand even गाड़ी चलाने वक्त little bit here and there सावधानी हटी दुर्घटना घटी same way in our actions intentions attitudes how many papa we are doing like the moment I hated someone enough that has become a sin that's noted there hated noted somebody I thought of cheating that's already noted even thought of cheating ऐसे कितने हमारे अंदर हो रहे किसी को घूर के देखा गुस्से से देखा had some ill feeling for someone all these are 24 घंटे noted put together is our papa punya rashi giving us subsequently sarga naraka uttama radhama janma you and I need to be more careful in not committing any aparadha Along with it, continuously in that dasa bhava, in that devotion to Lord, oh Lord, you are the giver of result, please क्षमा करते जाइए. I see that my sadhana to reach you is unobstructed. ठीक है, बहुत बहुत किया हमने जो प्रारब्ध के रूप में आकर हमको इतना दुखी करता. कभी तबीयत खराब, सब people hate us, सब inconveniences are there, all of them are पाप फल. है ना, कभी नींद नहीं आता, कभी सही भोजन नहीं मिलता, समटाइम खाया हुआ हजम नहीं होता. एवरीथिंग इज पाप फल. You take up some good projects, but nobody helps you. You are alone. All papa fal, isn't it? So much of so. Otherwise, for our present goodness of the heart, we should be in such a good position. But why not? इतना झमेला करके आए और क्या? Ask the Lord to forgive. He will do. Okay. ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शंभो. So while doing puja or after puja is done, or taking the entire life as puja and towards the end of life or every day, sitting in front of Lord Shiva, doing this prayer. Om Karacharana Kritam Va Kayajam Karmajam Va Shravananayanajam Va Manasam Va Paradam Vihitam Avihitam Va Sarvametat Kshamasva. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. ओम करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. ओम करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. Wonderful mantra, isn't it? Om 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 Sahana Vavato Namo Brahmadibhyo Om Yerime Gurubhi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharya Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Om Vidita Shastra Sudha Jaladhe Mahitopanishad Kathitarthanidhe हृदय कलये विमलं चरणं भव शंकर देशिकमे शरण. ओम ब्रह्मानंद परम सुखदम. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंद निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणं प्रथमोऽध्यायः 13 to 16। ॐ वह्नेर्यथा योनिगतस्य मूर्तिः न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्दनयोनिगृह्यः तद्वो वयं वै प्रणवेन देहे स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ध्याननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् देवं पश्येत निगूढवत् तिलेषु तैलं दधनीव सर्पिः आपः स्रोतः स्वर्णेषु चाग्निः एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यते सौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यते सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवाखिलम् आत्मविद्यातपोमूलं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम्। First chapter chanting is over. Tomorrow we'll do the second one. पारायण चलते रहना चाहिए. Now, Mitro, in that fourth mantra which we have exhaustively studied, आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद्यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति सतत्वतोऽन्यः. The words that are employed here and the flow in which the things are said makes this mantra complete important information and guidance. So Gunanvitani Karmani Arabhya. Sarvan Bhavan Ishware Samarpya Viniyojayat. Teshama Bhave. You know, Atma Sambandha Abhava with all of them. Ensure Krita Karmanash. When the Karmaksha is there, sa Tattvataha Anyaha Parabrahmaha Tam Parabrahmanam Brahmanam Yati. And that one sentence, as we pondered yesterday, day before, saying that it's so important, that para I'll read before we go to the next mantra. What it is? Ki karmakshaye vishuddha sattvaha. Yeah? By saying this, that most important thought, once for all, we are given here. Karma kshaye vishuddha sattvaha means the karmas, the vasanas, and the vasana created desires. Desire prompted agitations. Agitation prompted karmas. All of that put together becomes ashuddhi of the antakarana. Why? Because such antakarana is not fit to realize the truth to give us moksha. अंतःकरण का अशुद्धि क्या है? वो हमारे लिए साधना से परमात्मा को पाने में बाधा डालने वाला है, obstruction. That's the ashuddhata of the antakarana. And that's because of karmas, vasanas. Now karma kshaye, when all the vasanas, kamanas, kamya karma, phalasakti, phalabhoga, these are all karma. When all of them become kshaya, zero, vishuddha sattvaha. Such vishuddha sattva person, tyati, he will easily be continuously for the required amount of hours by becoming antarmukha, can meditate on the self. You can intellectually apprehend without doubt convincingly quickly, then you can do the required nididhyasana. Nididhyasana wherein Vyatireka Anvaya are done. Vyatireka, the rejection of Anatma, Anvaya, the Swikriti of the Atman. Such person alone can do. And he will reach to that Brahmanubhuti. That Brahmanubhava reaching is what is mentioned here by Bhagavan Shankara. Okay, what is it? Karmakshaye Vishuddha Sattvaha Yati. He reaches. Where he reaches? Tattvata Anyaha. To that self which is Tattvata Anyaha, other than Tattva. Tattva is not the Paramatma Tattva. Actually, that's the goal. Here Tattvata Anyaha is Tattvebhyaha Anyaha. Other than these tattvas. What are those tattvas? Prakriti bhutebhyaha anya. So tatvatah anyah is equal to tatvebhyah anyah is equal to prakriti bhutebhyah anyah is equal to why that prakriti and prakriti bhutas, all of them are so much in front of our mind, in our mind and in front of our eyes, and then attracting us because the substratum in it, we have learned the art of seeing it. That's called avidya. Therefore, what is the main problem? Not recognizing the goal is making us get enchanted by the ornaments. Not recognizing the goal is the avidya. Getting enchanted by the never existing ornaments is the tatkarya. Therefore, finally, avidya tatkarya vinirmuktaha. So it is avidya and its karya which project the prakriti and its karya which so enchantingly appearing attract our attention and make us slave. Isn't it? That enchant like a tasty food. How long the taste? 1.5 inch ka tongue ke liye zindagi bhar. But then we don't think it. That's called delusion. Or any other beautiful thing we see. What is the beauty there? It's just some combination of Panchamahabhutas. Like let us say somebody's face is beautiful. What face is beautiful? Uske piche what is there? The same, the the flesh and the blood and bone marrow, and the most abominable thing only is there. But then by seeing that outer face, if we don't think that content behind, isn't it? Everywhere it is like that. We are deluded by external glitters because we have not learned the art of seeing and valuing substratum. Not seeing and valuing substratum is called avidya. Therefore, avidya and tatkarya leads to prakriti and its karya of the bhutas, which in their mutual combination come in front of us as beautiful, enchanting forms and names, deluded by which we get lost of the entire sight and purpose of life. But this person who has done all these set sadhanas, तेषाम अभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये तत्त्वतः तत्त्वेभ्यः प्रकृतिभूतेभ्यः अविद्या तत्कार्यात् विनिर्मुक्तः, freed from all of that, yati reaches. And where he reaches? To the Brahma Tattva. And what it is like? That Brahman I am, that experience. That's why this next sentence, which we are going to chant, becomes utmost important, crucial. What's it? कि अविद्या तत्कार्य विमुक्तः. Listen next one. चित सत आनंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म आत्मत्वेन अवगच्छन् इत्यर्थः. So चित सदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म. Chitta pure consciousness. Sata pure existence. Ananda the infinite pure bliss. Advitiya which is one without second. These four are the explanations about Brahman. So Chit Sadananda Advitiya is Brahma. And that Brahma Atmatvena, that Brahman is me only. Avagachan, having experienced it directly. Ityartaha. This is the meaning of Satatvata Anyaha Yat. Now, very crucial thought which we studied in Vivek Chudamani long back when we studied, again we'll go through that. In Atmamodadi Grantha so many times. Listen carefully, it's a repetition. That it is the ignorance of the rope made the projection of snake. So actually what we feel therefore, reject the snake, then we can see the rope. But this is not a correct way because how can you reject the rope which is never there? So reject the snake which was actually not there. That's why the other technique what? Remembering or listening to the advice of those who have already seen the rope as rope. See the rope, automatically the snake gets rejected. So too here, because of not knowing the self, called as avidya, The Jagat is projected and we are lost in it. Therefore, reject all the Jagat, then realize the self. This is a little tougher job. Because कितना जगत को तुम reject करते जाओ. There's another job which can make the things easier. What is it? Recognize the reality or the truth. All the projected things automatically go. Like if I remove the snake, then the garland will come. If I remove the garland, the notion of garland, then the hose pipe will come. If I remove the notion of the hose, something will come. ये चलते रहता है सिलसिला. What is the way? Best is recognize the rope as rope. Then all of them get wholesale removed. In the same way, in this world, how many things we reject? How many things we keep away from? Impossible. Best is what? Realize the substratum. Then all of them automatically get realized, freed from. We get freed from, they are removed. ये है यहाँ. That's why from now onwards, you and I who are every day listening to Upanishads, our new project is चित सदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म मैं हूं. इसका इतना अभ्यास करो अंदर साइलेंटली, किसी को मत बोलना. रेशन कार्ड वाले, वोटर्स वाले, उसको बोलोगे तो फिर नाम निकाल देंगे हमारा वहां से. सो चित सदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म आत्मना, ब्रह्म आत्मना, ब्रह्म आत्मत्वेन अवगच्छन् इत्यर्थः. Even though our too much erotic indulgence in the world has to be curbed and curtailed to gain sufficient introvertedness, purity, subtlety, to realize the Brahman, yet remember, it's only the Brahmanubhuti when gained that the problems once for all end. No other way. इसलिए in our life, you see, whenever the moods come, we behave well. Again, that mood goes away and we come to our natural stupidity. We do good things. Suddenly, वो mood चला जाता, फिर से bad करते रहते. Because just now we saw in common sense thought, both pairs of opposite always stay. The best is what? Realize the self, then neither bad nor good, you are beyond. Today or tomorrow we'll see that mantra beautiful in our Yoga Taravali. Nothing touches me, I am that Brahman, that Shankara Bhagavan going to tell us. So, Chit Sadananda Advitiya Brahma Atmatvena Avagachan Avidya Tatkaryat Vidimuktaha Bhavati. फीलिंग समझ में आ रहा है ना? बात को थोड़ा मन में लग रहा है ना? चित सदानंद अद्वितीय आत्मा. And that Chit Sadananda Advitiya Atma is not an object, not a concept. Though it is to be made as concept before we meditate to realize that that's a state of being. It's an object to be perceived by the faculties, not an object. Commodity can be bought in any shop. भाई थोड़ा चित्सदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म 1 किलो देना, क्या है कीमत? या 1 लीटर देना, या 1 टुकड़ा देना, है कि नहीं? होगा क्या? The three avasthas are coming and going, and that's being aware by the chit. I am that chit. So too three avasthas are coming and going on some substratum, and that substratum is Sat. I am that. And the Chit and Sat being Ananta, being modificationless, all the dukkhas which come because of modifications and endfulness, they are not there. That's why it is Ananda. And such things cannot be two. Therefore, it is Advitiya. And that is bigger than bigger, still infinite. Therefore, it's called Brahma. And I am that, Atmatvena. Meditate today on this thought along with Karacharana Krutam. Chit Sadananda Advitiya Brahma Atma. So, प्रकृति भूतेभ्यः अन्यः अविद्या तत्कार्य विनिर्मुक्तः चित् सदा आनंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म आत्मत्वेन अवगच्छन् इत्यर्थः. अन्यदिति पाठे तत्वेभ्यः इद अन्यत् ब्रह्म तद्याति इति. That Brahman who is other than all these tattvas. And mind you, again, yesterday we said it, you should not miss that thought. When we say the gold is other than ornament, doesn't mean there are two things. When you say the water is other than wave, when we say the mud is other than pot, think about these examples when they are given, the statements or sentences when they are made. When I say gold is other than ornament, whatever Rupanama I am giving, when that is rejected, what is there always is gold only. In the same way, Tattvebhyaha Anyaha means what? Paramatma. On the Paramatma, only the Tattvas are seen. The Tattvas, the objects, have the Rupanama and their modification. When we devalue it, the substratum is seen. When you devalue the waves, birth and death, without getting enchanted, there where we were seeing wave, we see the water. What is there is water only. Appearing as wave, having its own modifications of birth and death. Water is never born when the wave is born, never dies when the wave dies. Water never gets modified. It is always water. Gold never became silver when you are making it an ornament. It remains only as gold. So Anyat is not that you reject the ornament there outside and take the gold. Anyat is in our misunderstanding, we have taken the ornament, gold as ornament. That अन्यथा है ना, जगत से हटकर परमात्मा है, कह के किधर हटाओगे जगत को? So the जगत से हटकर परमात्मा is in our understanding. In our misunderstanding, we have परमात्मा को हटा के जगत को देखना शुरू की. पता नहीं कब, we don't know, never ask when it started. Now the job is, in our mind only, हटाओ the ornament, see the jagat, see the gold. Anyat is our vision, our drishti. You cannot break all the pots to see the mud. Others want the pots. Others need the pots. The Ishvara needs the pots. So you cannot break. In me, with my logic and thinking, I must transcend while seeing the name and form of the pot and see the mud in it. That's my genius, my practice. जैसे मिट्टी को देखते ही उसको गड़ा गड़ा कहा, हम घड़े को देखते ही उसको मिट्टी जानना है. That's it. It's in us place. सृष्टि में कभी भी कुछ भी गड़बड़ नहीं है, गलत नहीं है, हमें उसको टच भी नहीं करना. वैसे तो वो सत्य ही नहीं है, क्या टच करो. द दृष्टि इज द प्रॉब्लम, द ज्ञान दृष्टि. रिप्लेस विद ज्ञान दृष्टि. एंड हु गिव्स ज्ञानम? शास्त्र, सद्गुरु. One idea is what? Unless we recognize the Atman within us beyond our Panchakosha, you can never see the Brahman beyond the Rupanama outside. आत्मज्ञान, ब्रह्मज्ञान, ब्रह्मात्मा के बोध, सार्वात्म्य भाव. सीक्वेंस को याद रखना. So in this way, अन्यदिति पाठे तत्वेभ्यः यद् अन्यत् ब्रह्म तद् याति इति अर्थः. So गुणान्वित कर्म स्टार्ट करो. कर्म एंड कर्मल एवरीथिंग ईश्वर को अर्पण करो. See its result in the form of the Vishuddha Sattva. Then from that, by realizing the Chittadanda Advitiya Brahma, get freed from the bandhana of avidya tatkarya. कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये सः तत्त्वतः अन्यः. So what is one subtle thought with which we'll just conclude this shloka is, it is our karma, that means vasanas, etc., which are projecting the paramatma, the projecting the prakriti and its effects on the paramatma tattva. You know? Like it is my vasana that it is projecting the sweet in that besan and chini, which are independently there in two boxes. If I don't have desire for sweet, बेसन बेसन ही रहेगा, चीटी चीनी रहेगा उधर, वो मिलकर एक मिठाई क्यों बना? इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ माई वासना? That is here Krita Karma Nasha or whatever what I said here. Yes. Bhavansha Sarvan Viniyojayatya Teshama Krita Karma Nasha Karmakshayi. Karma is here Vasanas. So it is my ignorance and Vasanas which is projecting Jagat on Brahman. So when the Vasanas go away, then the wisdom comes, then it removes ignorance, and ignorance projected all these things. That means when my Vasana go away for the sweet, then my mind gathers such calmness, quietness, that it realizes the Brahman, which was seen by me as the basin in this dabba and chini in that dabba. There is nothing called basin or chini, all Brahman. So not knowing Brahman called avidya, and its karya are this basin chini. And why I am not knowing Brahman and why I am seeing basin chini? Because I have vasana for the sweet. And when the vasanas for the sweet are dropped, mind is calm and quiet, then I can see the substratum. When I see the substratum, there is nothing other than substratum. That's how avidya tatkarya virirmukta. This sentence very pregnant, yaad rakho. Chit sadananda advitiya brahma atmatmena avagachan avidya tatkaryat virirmukto bhavati. That's called moksha. And to realize that Chittadananda Advitya Brahman, which removes the avidya and tatkarya, I have to have the Vishuddha Sattva. The Vishuddha, Ashuddha of the Sattva is the Vasanas and desire. And they go away through Karma Yoga. What's Karma Yoga? Gudhanitani karmani arabhya sarvan bhavan viniyojayat. See that picture. So I have to keep on doing noble actions. I have to offer the result to God. I have to ensure my vasanas have gone away, desires have gone away. Then I become relatively calm, quite withdrawn, become introverted. Then I should realize that Chittadanda Ditya Brahma, then the Vidya Tatkarya, that the whole Jagat never appears in front of me as other than Paramatma to attract me. So we see the sweet and get enchanted. मुझे खाना है. But the Brahmajnani says this Brahman only, which is I am already. I need not eat it. I am not a jiva having a tongue at all to eat that sweet. Here there is no jiva tongue, it is Brahman. There is no sweet, that is Brahman. And in this jnanam that Sarvam Brahman, इस स्वीट को खाने से जो आनंद मिलता है वो ऑलरेडी मिल जाता है बिना खाए. Because what's Ananda finally? The Dvaita with that sweet is rejected by merging it in me. That's the meaning of eating or consuming or indulging in anything. What is the Ananda when I eat a sweet? The sweet which is other than me, causing misery. Now it has become one with me. That's the Ananda. But we are doing it in a stula form wherein our identity with the upadhis and our value to the rupana. But in Vedanta, in the Jnanam, the already existing oneness is recognized. Therefore, falling to the level of Upadhyukta Jiva here and projecting the world of names and form called sweet there, then indulging in that is some nonsense ke bina hi we are happy. Because through the indulgence, what we are getting happiness is only by realizing the oneness. That ये स्वीट अब मेरे से हटकर नहीं है, वो मेरे से एक है. That's the meaning of ananda, which we think coming because of eating the sweet. Without eating the sweet, also with the wisdom you can have it, and that's a permanent. Otherwise, कितने मिठाइयाँ खाते जाओगे, हमेशा पेट दर्द होता ही रहेगा. And like some tricks. Yesterday I was thinking, If those fellows have not played well and they lost, why should I become miserable? I thought. I said, who played well, they won. Let me enjoy the play and victory, whoever it is. मैं काय को किसी के लिए miserable हो जाऊं भाई? Think about it. In the same way, why fall down to the Upadhi level and bring the world projected? And through the involvement only there is happiness. Why do you think? In realizing the substratum, there is always आनंद. पकड़ना पड़ेगा इस बात को. Permanent solution है. Now we conclude here this mantra number 4. Now the पांचवा मंत्र का संबंध भाषा small but cute कि उपासना से भगवत प्राप्ति. देखो, remember, we are studying Advaita Vedanta. Advaita Vedanta is Anubhava and final steps. But to reach to that, we need Bhakti Sadhana, we need Yoga Sadhana, we need Karma Yoga. Otherwise, why in Bhagavad Gita Bhagavan gives all when it is a Moksha Shastra? Not knowing this, misguided by the so-called Guru, or even the Guru is not misguided. Self-misguidance ke karana, the many disciples saying that we are Vedanti, will not do Upasana, will not do Yoga, will not do Pranayama, they are useless, they are not great, they won't have any help. ऐसा कहते हैं. No, no, no. Sadhana is all inclusive, all integral. Ultimately, we have to reach the Brahman, no doubt. But to reach to that in different stages when we are, different sadhanas are required for us. Sometimes I might have transcended, but I cannot say that it is useless for others. अब मैं पेट का भूख भोजन कर ली, मैं पेट भर गया. So I can't say the food is useless now because others are hungry. They need it no. One of the biggest problem in Hinduism is the so-called gurus only misguide the disciple. Otherwise, the disciple themselves become stupid murkha. They say, my guru alone is correct, others are wrong. Arey, your guru may be correct to you. You do that. Why do you say others are wrong? They have their own path and way to reach. This way, this fellow becomes more busy in hating others and not practicing what his guru says. This is the plight of Hinduism. The Shiva Bhaktas are busy in hating the Vishnu and Vishnu Bhaktas more than doing their Shiva Bhakti. Murkhata. The Vedantin is busy in hating the yoga and karma yoga and bhakti than doing is in Vedanta. See that Maya and mind and Murkhata. Lucky, that's why, not that having a guru, but having a Sat Guru who can integratedly guide us. You know, knowing and telling us the importance of all sadhanas at various places. We are lucky to have such Guru who never misguides us. Yeah, otherwise, people on the never guide, they misguide only. Sometimes they guide, but the fellows get misguided because उनका देड़ दिमाग. People also with their immaturities misinterpret what is said by that master. See, जो कहना होता है ना, कुछ limitation में कहना होता है. No, like if you ask me, Swamiji, should I do upasana? If I say no, then you will take it as authority. So I have to say only yes. The immediately will ask Swamiji, which devta I have to do. No, I can't say kuch bhi karo. Something I have to say the Shiva Upasana, Rama. Immediately you take it as granted that my Swami told Rama, Rama only great, there is no Shiva and Krishna. This I never told, but you these nonsenses should never come. Okay, यहाँ उपासना से भगवत प्राप्ति is that little bit we touched it, little more tomorrow we'll see and see the sweetness of Samadhamashya. उक्तस्य अर्थस्य दृढ़िम्ने उत्तरे मंत्राः प्रस्तूयन्ते. So, to make the above said understanding more and more firmer, the subsequent mantras are introduced by Shruti Mata. Why? Katham nama vishayandaha brahmajanihu ityartha. How come, how that these stupid fellows out of their ignorance who have become blindfolded because of their attachment to the Vishayas, such people also, how they also can get liberated. Keeping this thought in her mind, that compassion ke saath, Shruti Mata already said thing, bar, she tries to repeat, tell in different ways. सो विषयों के अंधकार, विषयांध होकर जो संसार में फंस रहे हैं, उनको भी मुक्ति कैसे दिलाए? With this compassion and kindness, another way the Shruti Mata tells the same sadhana. Otherwise, one it is said sayati, the subject is over. He reaches Brahman, हो गया, और क्या बात करना उसके बाद? But still, it's her compassion. Some of them may not have caught this point. Let me again tell करके the next few mantras. Shruti Mata guides same Mukti Marga in a almost same way with some more additions, etc. Let us enjoy tomorrow. Adissa Sanyoga Nimitta Hetuho Parastrikaladha Paropi Akalopi Drushtaha Tam Vishwarupam Bhavabhutamidhyam Devam Swachittastamupasya Purvam Paramatmanam Prapnoti. This is it. Tomorrow we'll see. Om 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 Purnamadaha Tatsad Brahmarpणमस्तु Shruti Matre Namaha. That's great. Give me 20 minutes for Gita study. Come.